Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the breakout from this falling wedge pattern is still continuing as an important upgrade is happening today to Ethereum, which is the Bellatrix hard fork. So I'll be talking more about that later in this video. Definitely make sure you watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a quick update on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, and obviously, as you can see here, the price of Bitcoin is still finding resistance at this golden pocket, which is coming into play in between around 20.3k and 20.5k. So that 20.5k level is still the important level that the Bitcoin price needs to break above in order to confirm any sort of bullish reversal. And as of right now, while the price of Bitcoin is still below that golden pocket, below 20.5k, then we are not in the clear yet. We are still technically within this bearish trend. And looking at these 12-hour Bitcoin price oscillators right now, they're showing almost no momentum on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, meaning that we're most likely due to see some more sideways price action, at least in the somewhat shorter term, because we do also see these same signals on the smaller time frames, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But heading over to the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, and we can see the price of Bitcoin is technically within this breakout from the falling wedge pattern, although we haven't really seen a lot of bullish momentum. As I've been discussing over the past few days, we have a lack in momentum in the shorter term. And speaking of a lack in momentum, we don't only have a lack in bullish momentum in the short term, we also have a lack in bearish momentum, mostly due to this bullish divergence, which basically means we're due to see less bearish momentum. And ever since this bullish divergence confirmed on the 8-hour Bitcoin chart roughly around a week ago, obviously we've definitely seen a lack in bearish momentum compared to this previous bearish trend. We've seen almost no downside price action, mostly choppy sideways price action over the past 1 week. But with that being said, if you're looking at the 8-hour Bitcoin RSI, we've just formed our first lower high since seeing that bullish divergence. And this lower high formation is actually a signal in the RSI telling us that that bullish divergence is beginning to wear off, meaning that we could see a return in the bearish momentum if we cannot break above 20.5k soon. And if you're new to this channel and if you want to know my price targets to the upside, if we confirm a break above 20.5k, then check out my last video on the channel, because in that video I explained all of my upside price targets above 20.5k. But as I just said earlier, if we cannot break above 20.5k soon, then we could see a return in the bearish momentum, which would basically mean this bearish trend would essentially resume after this shorter term pause within the bearish trend. And that scenario would confirm with a break below 19.5k, because that is our horizontal line of support right here, and a break below 19.5k would set up a technical price target for this bear flag, which would be coming into play at around 18.5k. But as I've been mentioning over the past few days, between 18.5k and the current Bitcoin price, there's obviously some other levels of support, such as this entire price range acting as support previously, which starts at just above $19,000, once again based on these previous lows. And as I said earlier, on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin price oscillators, these are basically showing a lack in momentum to either direction right now. They're basically telling us that we're due to see more choppy sideways price action, perhaps until the US stock market opens back up again, because sometimes that can bring about more volatility. But anyway, other than all of that, nothing much has happened over the past 1 day for Bitcoin. So rather than wasting your time, getting straight into the Ethereum part of this video, starting off with some Ethereum news today. And this is coming from a recent tweet from Vitalik Buterin himself, saying that the merge is still expected to happen around September 13 to 15. But what's happening today is the Bellatrix hard fork, which prepares the chain for the merge. But even though the merge is not happening today, this Bellatrix hard fork, which is happening today, is still an important upgrade to Ethereum. And if you operate an Ethereum node, you need to update your client going into this Bellatrix hard fork. But if you're simply an ETH holder, if you're just holding ETH in your own wallet or on an exchange, you shouldn't need to do anything when it comes to this Bellatrix hard fork happening today. And then once again, the Ethereum merge, the big upgrade that everyone is waiting for, is happening next week. And of course, as we get closer to the Ethereum merge, I'll be sure to cover it here on this channel and in real time over on my Twitter. So if you don't follow me on Twitter already, make sure you're doing that. The link is down below in the description and in the pinned comment. But anyway, jumping into the Ethereum chart, this right here is the 8-hour Ethereum chart. And right now, the price of Ethereum is still continuing with this breakout to the upside from the falling wedge pattern, but we're still finding quite a bit of resistance around 1630 to 1640 approximately, which is roughly where that 38.2% Fibonacci level is sitting at. But other than these levels of resistance, technically speaking, Ethereum is still currently looking more bullish than bearish on this 8-hour time frame, simply based on this breakout to the upside after having a successful retest, and also due to other factors like the 8-hour Ethereum RSI, for example, still consistently forming higher lows and higher highs, which is showing a little bit more bullish momentum for Ethereum at the moment than Bitcoin. And that could also be said about the 4-hour Ethereum RSI and MACD as well, because we're seeing a little bit more bullish momentum show up in these indicators on the 4-hour time frame as well. But once again, if we're looking at the price of Ethereum, at least as of right now at the time of recording this video, it is currently struggling to hold above around 1640, because over the past few hours we've seen a decent pump in the short term, slightly above this level of resistance, but we've seen a decent candle wick to the upside, which is still telling us that there's a lot of selling pressure around these prices. And so as I've been saying, I'd like to see a significant candle close, such as a daily candle close, for example, above around 1640 in order to further confirm even more bullish price action. And if that happens, if Ethereum further confirms a break above around 1640 and simply holds that level, hopefully as new support in the bullish scenario, then seeing a signal like that would basically invalidate the formation phase for this larger head and shoulders pattern, which is technically still forming on the 12-hour Ethereum chart. This hasn't fully been invalidated, at least just yet. So as of right now, this is still a potential pattern to at least be aware of in case it does end up completing. But once again, this pattern is not currently active. It's still in its formation phase. Even if we do come back down to the neckline, we would then need to see a confirmed break below this neckline, which is currently coming into play at around 1430 in order to validate and activate this pattern and activate the price target to the downside. But for now, considering we have not yet seen that, we do not have any active price targets to the downside for this head and shoulders pattern. And if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going up, down, or just chopping around sideways like Bitcoin, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.